My name is Marty Mako, and I first started my involvement with Big Brothers Big Sisters with the Bowl for Kids' Sake fundraiser. And I was involved in that event each year for about 3 or 4 years, and then I decided to look into getting more involved with the agency and decided to, I guess, take a step forward and become more involved as a mentor volunteer. We first met and were matched back in the school year of 2008. So I participated with Gyasi in the in-school mentoring program. I still remember meeting for the first time. You have to meet on school property as part of that mentoring program, and you meet during the school day once a week. So Fridays over lunchtime was our meeting time when we would meet. We continued through grades 6, 7, and 8 in the in-school mentoring program, but then in high school we shifted over into the traditional program. And we talked about it and felt at that point we'd pretty much just become friends anyway. So I guess the mentor-mentee relationship ended, but I would say the friendship just continued after that. And to the point where I asked him to be a groomsman in my wedding party 2 years ago, and he thankfully accepted and was a big part of my wedding. Well, when I first signed up, I had never done anything like this before. So I was a little nervous because I hadn't met him, he hadn't met me, and I didn't know what we were going to do together. We were going to hit it off, have anything in common. What I think I found worked for us was just being consistent. And just, if you make a promise that you're going to show up every Friday at lunchtime, you show up every Friday at lunchtime, week after week after week. And I think our bond really grew because I kept my word, and because I became an adult that he could trust, and someone that would make their promises and keep their promises. Whether it was just playing in the gym and having fun, whether it was walking around the school in the outdoor playground area, or walking through the little forest that surrounds the school there, it didn't really matter. It didn't have to be structured or organized. We found, I think, our bond grew just by spending more and more time together, and we learned about each other along the way. But I think what was also really fun about our relationship is because it happened at the school, his friends got involved too. So although it was a one-on-one mentoring relationship with Gyasi, I got to know so many of his best friends, because they would ask, who's this adult coming over every Friday at lunchtime? Who are you going to hang out with? And we didn't want to keep it a secret, so we often involved his friends. So a lot of the activities then became group activities. As I got to know him and watch him grow over time and mature, definitely his self-confidence and self-esteem grew. When we were meeting the things that I do in my spare time, and I talk about things like going to the Out of the Cold homeless shelter, and once he asked, could I come with you? I said, really? He said, yeah, I'd like to see and learn more about it. And I said, of course you can. So he came to one of the dinners one night and helped serve the dinner. Just getting involved in the community is something normal for me, and I guess one of my goals was to make it normal for him, but not push it. And it's nice to see that sort of change happen in him as well. Well, I believe mentoring matters for all of us, whether you're in a Big Brothers Big Sisters program or not. I think we all need adults that we can look up to, people who are positive, inspiring role models. I think Big Brothers does a great job of formalizing the relationship and putting two people together who could be a good match. I think over time, how I've grown is a volunteer is just someone you are. It's not just an isolated activity, part of your identity. It should be part of who you are as a citizen. Part of giving back is a responsibility we all have. Supporting our children and youth is a cause I'm passionate about, so that's why I've got involved with this particular charity. But if you're passionate about animals, go support the Humane Society. If you're passionate about the environment, go clean up your local park. I mean, there's so many different ways to get involved in your community. The advice I give any volunteer is to start with the cause you're passionate about and just go from there.